Chambers here reporting for FOS Network on the campus of Nazareth Middle School, and I'm standing with current Pennsylvania All-State cornerback, starter for the Nazareth Blue Eagles, Marquez Wimberly. Marquez, thank you for spending some time with us today, brother. Now, Marquez, before we get into anything, right, and we were just talking before we turn on these cameras, right, I'm a huge District 11 football fan, right, so I'm tapped in like a lot of us, big tickets, like one of those shows that, can't make all the games, right? And it was 2022, and I'm not gonna lie, right? I said I was gonna check on 22. Well, we wanted to see Trey Trump was a big talk of the town, right? And we wanted to see what he was up to. And I turn in, and all of a sudden we see this highlight pop up, and they talk about this young man who has promise out of Orfield, Pennsylvania. Your first varsity touch went for a 64-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
Right? Can you just talk, just to start, how does that catapult a young athlete's career?
Everything, so basically my first touch of my whole high school career has always been a touchdown. So it's just a confidence thing, it's a booster. For me, I know I'm a scorer. But especially in that game against Easton and Richard Park, that's a big deal to them, so I take it seriously. That touchdown was big. That's good.
It was, and like what I was telling you, right? As soon as I seen it, you reminded me of somebody that's very close to me, my cousin James Monroe, right? And the irony of the situation is now we're looking for Marquez to be the 2,000-yard rusher, maybe his sophomore year. Now we're down in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, and what happens year 2? We end up becoming an all-state cornerback, right? So. Talk a little bit about just how you got with the work, right? Because with that, remember I told you, I got caught doing the least, right? I wasn't doing my research, and I got very excited because to me, strongest, toughest position play on the field, quarterback, right? Can you talk a little bit about your mindset on the defensive side of the ball, and how did we get to be all-state our sophomore year?
So basically, defense is one of those things that kind of come naturally. I love playing it. I love having the ball in my hand. Of course, the defense, that's when you can truly get all your aggression and everything out of the field.
Talk about it. Hold on. You know I got to dap you off one corner to another. I had to get that, but
get all your aggression out of the field. So it's one of those things we're working on it all summer. I have my DB coach and Philly coach now. He was helping me all summer. We were just doing the work in, and it was one of the things I had. I write down notes all state. It was on my note. On my notes and making sure I read it every day. So and I got it. It was just a big accomplishment for me.
When did we start writing that down?
Beginning of the summer. Right now, I'm writing it down for this year. My aspiration, my goals.
I love it. You're setting me up perfectly for my next question. What are the goals and expectations?
This year, we lost a whole bunch of the seniors, of course, but I want to make sure people still know who Naz is. I want to go back. I want to be a 3-time DC champion. I want 2K yards. Over 20 touchdowns, all-state corner, all-state running back, everything. This year is going to be a great year.
Now, can you talk a bit about Coach Falzone's plan to increase your role in the offense? Because as we know, right, it was limited this year.
Yeah.
But Jesus, the touches we have, 5.8 yards a carry, that's over the state average by far, right?
We had so many athletes to pass the ball around. That's the main reason why we were doing so well. This year we got the same thing. We got me, Caleb. We got a lot of younger guys stepping up to bigger roles. So me getting the ball, play slot. I did the championship, playoffs. We got guys coming in that can not replace, but step up to what they were in front of them. So.
Great. I love the answer, Marquez. Now, we're going to take a step back here, right? Because you mentioned championship. We talked about this, too. We follow your Twitter. We follow Sean's Twitter, right? That's what we do out here as the fans. And me and my partner, right, one thing we've seen is when you were over at Orfield, there was a post regarding, I believe, a kickoff return against Central and the excitement from you because the crowd's chanting, he's just a freshman, right?
It's a big deal. It's one of the things that laugh.
Right, so you feel great at that time, right? But let's put a pin in that, right? Because now we're going to get in our time machine when you're over with our buddy who we just talked to, Sean, right? Now we're over at Nazareth, right? And it's the championship game, right? There was another chant going on.
Yeah.
right? Can we talk about that a little bit?
It's a trader chance. It's whatever, really, you know. I expected it. I didn't let it get to me, you know. I played a little tune. I got lost back in, get right back to my game. I expected it to happen.
And can I tell you that one of the most impressive things there is that any lesser athlete gets broken by that stuff, right? We've seen Antonio Brown, right? You know, and for you to be so young, and we seen on the tape how you vibed with it, how you went along with it, and how it obviously did what, right? Because I'll tell you right now, right? Every single coach says what? Don't give them billboard material. Don't do this. Don't do that. Speak about how that motivated you to shut that game down with that awesome touchdown run at the end.
I was expecting it and stuff like that was gonna happen. I heard it and it was just natural instinct, you know. I wasn't even thought to it, so I did it. I walked back in, and then I thought about it after. Like, we got in halftime. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make him pay for it. So it was one of those things. I was just like, you know, and the touchdown was crazy. Like, that was so many mixed emotions. Like, Leo, he caught the ball, he's running down. Logan knocks the ball out of his hand. I see the ball, I pick it up. I just see green, and I just put it across the field. I look at the clock, and then there's like a amazing video of all my teams rushing the field. I'm laying on the front, I score a touchdown. I see my mom looking, I'm tired. It's the end of the game, I just ran like 80 yards. It was great though. It was one of the most greatest feelings I have celebrating with my guys, especially over a team like Parkland. So it was a lot of emotions, but it was fun.
I can imagine it was, and I'll tell you what, that's that cornerback awareness, right? Running backs don't necessarily have the awareness to scoop that thing and win a game, right? You know, they might be mad that the ball hit the ground instead, right? Can you talk just like your teammate before you did about the importance of those grades and how they relate to the experience you're having right now in your recruiting?
Grades matter so much. Like, my biggest thing, if you're a competitive person, you're competitive in life, is like, your grades are the main thing. Like, school's not an easy thing to me, I would say. But if you need help, ask for help. That's the biggest thing. Especially at like Madison, like that. There's a lot of programs that can help you, tutors and stuff like that. Teachers are pretty nice, so they'll help you out. It's just one of the things I always taught, that there's so many things going against you for football. Don't build your own thing. So if your grades are bad, you know, and that coach won't talk to you because your grades are bad, that's your fault. You can easily prevent it.
Yes, you can.
There's already so many things in front of you, roadblocks that you got to get over, and you're creating your own roadblocks. It's not going to help you. So
I want you to keep that mind open. I want you to keep doing what you're doing, Marquez. Hey man, best of luck this year coming out. FOS appreciate you, brother. We're going to be watching you, all right? Folks, Marquez Wimberly, All-State cornerback for the Nazareth Blue Eagles.
Outside, 35, 40, 45. He's at the 41 man, has a shot at 20, cuts back.
I got lunch, nigga. Your eyes red, you got the mud. How you like me now? Gold teeth when I smile. Try to take me out the ghetto, but I'm still buck wild.
I'm Marquez Wimberly.
Foul zone. Over to Wimberly. Wimberly busts out, gets to the outside, has a block in front for him. Another touchdown. So never stop at 12 yards on the pickup by Marquez Wimberly.
Mentality working just fine for Parkland as the Trojans convert their opening series with this 12-yard touchdown run by Marquez Wimberly, freshman already with his third rushing score.
Just getting to the corner, getting his speed going. Tyrone Culver eventually makes the play. God, did he make Marcus McCulley look silly.
Just about 2 yards. Look out, bounce it outside. He's the 35, the 30, another side, look out. 30, 20, 10, forget it. Touchdown. Someone, 25, 20, he's the 10, cuts inside, still on a speed drive for the
His speed, and his speed is a
thing of beauty.
He'll push it to the outside, right back up inside. Not everybody can do that. I mean, there's about 2 or 3 people in the history of football that can make that move.
Let's go.